Hey everyone, I'll be covering all of the Nintendo Switch's game announcements for the third week of August, so let's get started. The open world action RPG, Under the Jolly Roger, is filled with dozens of colonies, forts, hundreds of quests, and countless ships to plunder. Free roam in the open seas while amassing an arsenal no pirate would dare challenge, as you upgrade your ship to become the queen of the seas, but be wary of what's lurking just beneath the waters. Oceanhorn 2 Knights of the Lost Realm is set thousands of years before the events of the first entry, taking you on a journey across the land of Gaia, brimming with mythology and lore. Find and explore in expansive areas full of quests, puzzles, and mysteries to uncover. And let's not forget the occasional massive boss ready to test your combat skills to the limit. The third-person team shooter G.I. Joe Operation Blackout features 12 playable characters from the massive Teen Joe catalog. Each of them have their own unique powers and customizations resembling the look of the beloved show. Enjoy 18 single-player missions telling a completely new story with split-screen co-op and PvP multiplayer added on top. Search thoroughly through the City of Light looking for seeds and signs of life, avoiding obstacles in a dome. Jump, climb, and drop across stages while attempting some parkour on the process to shoot enemies from a first-person perspective, all clearly inspired by Mirror's Edge. Serving up a refreshed experience, Oddworld New and Tasty enhances the visuals and audio from the original entry while tweaking gameplay to modern sensibilities, adding new story elements as Abe tries to escape his fate and save his kin in Rupture Farms. A release date is expected for this October. The 2.5D side-scrolling puzzler DARQ Complete Edition tells the story of Lloyd, a boy who's become aware of the fact that he's dreaming, and as he's learning to manipulate his dream world, a nightmare sets in trying to take over his subconscious. Use stealth to avoid enemies on top of solving gravity-defying puzzles set to a psychological horror backdrop. Travel across the US to participate in the Iron Cook Food Truck Championship with your trusted robot crew in Cook Serve Delicious 3. Enjoy a story-driven campaign including dozens of new dishes, cooking styles, and recipes. Upgrade your truck and expand your offerings, and then get ready to challenge others when it releases this October. Minoria is a direct sequel to Minoria, an action platformer designed for parries, dodges, and platforming combat in mind. Mixing 2D hand-painted backdrops with cel-shaded characters, this faster and more robust entry mixes swordplay into spellcasting and a powerfully emotional story taking place during the Fourth Witch's War. Defend your talkative shuttle friend against a variety of alien species as they mutate, corrupt, and encroach on your land in McDroid. Load up and head out, setting a defensive perimeter to survive the oncoming assault. Build and fortify your base, harvest, repair, protect, and upgrade to avoid being overrun. Innumerable hordes of bloodthirsty aliens have crossed the solar border intent on enslaving all sentient life. Fight back as the resistance with powerful weapons and varied skill traits across several characters in the platforming post-apocalyptic roguelike Collapsed. After several delays and some development turmoil, Bounty Battles is finally set to launch September 10th. This 2D indie brawler pits your favorite indie characters against one another with over 30 to choose from across a wide variety of Smash-type game modes. Enjoy 4-player bouts across 16 vastly different arenas. After being sucked into Gameland, AVGN needs your help to guide him through 3 terrible and treacherous retro game worlds in Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe, combining both the tough action platformers but now remixed and rebalanced with all new never-seen content, attempting to bring a neat conclusion to this 8-bit wacky adventure. Mixing strategic aspects with sim gameplay by letting you run your very own pizza shop, Pizza Simulator has you starting from the bottom. The road is a long one all the way to the top. Build your menu, design your store, handle encroaching competitors, and become a magnet. Then do it all over again in a versus setting with local and online leaderboards. Demons Ate My Neighbors is a 360-degree shmup roguelike with several weapon choices, stackable upgrades, and a funky set of monsters. The thrill of discovering what power-ups merge with each other as you build your loadout into a game-breaking apocalyptic machine is the entire purpose of the game. Co-op classic modes will also be offered to play locally with friends. Control a squad of misfits as they go up against an army threatening world peace in Dog Duty, a fast-paced strategic tactical game where guerrilla warfare is the norm to get ahead. Assemble a 3-person squad, liberate outposts, and defeat epic bosses while using powered-up vehicles. At the heart of Dark Deity's linear story are the characters, over 30 playable units, each with their own unique talents and roles, telling a personal story not told through summaries, text, or cutscenes, but interpersonal experiences between your team and their adventure that's clearly inspired by Fire Emblem games. Stay undercover, evade the police, and race across 1939 Switzerland in the Hitchcockian World War II spy thriller Over the Alps. Navigate the twists and turns of invisible ink written postcards that are just vague enough to let you choose where to go next and carve out your own branching path to reach one of the dozens or so endings. Commander Keen is back and he's brought with him his lost episode, while he'll fend off nasty nightmares about evil vegetables. This definitive edition boasts a widescreen support, 12 new levels, and a fully reworked soundtrack. Guide Greta on her journey of self-enlightenment as she explored locations around the world, harness light manipulation abilities, and travel while learning ancient spells. Illuminate the path forward, attempting to recreate a shadowy puppet feeling around each encounter. As a professional consultant, you're tasked to run the promotional aspects for the local snack shop and food girls. This management sim offers multiple endings, a rich chain of story events where you get to decide if you save the shop and get the girl. Journey of the Broken Circle is a fun and intriguing tale set to an existential journey to look for self-completion, overcome obstacles, enter relationships, and grow in minimalistic settings telling more than meets the eye. The challenging roguelike dungeon crawler Runestone Keeper offers randomly generated dungeons aimed to keep you coming back for more, where a prefix set of equipment is ready to be discovered in each run. Create your own hero and take on a diverse set of enemies ready to challenge your decision making. The mystery adventure murder thriller Nolan Immortal Fate is set to launch on Switch later this year. This episodic adventure will come complete with every season currently available on Steam, and it will include a third mid-season bonus revolving around Karen and Noelle. Play against the best in either quick matches or tournament formats to win it all and unlock new equipments and pull pro gold. Aim carefully and hit the tables with different prizes at stake every hour. The more you win and the more customizations you get, the more modes you get to play. Buy new tanks and improve them in the arcade game of Tanks and Demons 3. Don't fully rely on brute force, however. Sometimes you need to outsmart your enemies by collecting photons and investing on the right weapons to take down the demon-infested maps. Through the Darkest of Times is a historical resistance strategy game focusing on the gritty atmosphere of the period with real struggles of average people. Enjoy 4 historically accurate tales while you plan activities, find collaborations, and most of all, avoid getting caught. The Girl of Arcania is a 2D adventure RPG about an aspiring young treasure hunter discovering deep alternative world histories by exploring uncharted lands. And that's what the game announcements will be covering this week. While not completely related to Nintendo, my most recent A Closer Look video tackles next-gen exclusives and their impacts on customer perspectives heading into the new generation. If you have the time, I would appreciate it if you take a look. So with all that said, as per always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate the support, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. See ya!